the way that we have captured in a single term what we think that overcoming of the deracination process really is nostalgia with a G. Now, often people know of the term gnosis in the context of the heresy of Gnosticism. Well, we're not Gnostics. We're talking about gnosis in the traditional Christian sense, in the sense that Clement of Alexandria meant when he talked about Christian gnosis.
Or St. Paul throughout his writings.
Or St. Paul, indeed, yes. St. Paul, or any number of the apostolic or church fathers, as a species of wisdom. If you like, Our Lady, and indeed the Holy Family, are the opposite of the deracinated modern person. They are the people who are fulfilling the law, they're making the sacrifices at the temple, they're going through the liturgical year, they are completely steeped in the lives of their people, they are completely and utterly rooted. We can only really assent to the presence of God by encountering him in our created, instantiated existence. And part of that is going to be putting down very, very deep roots, because otherwise you're going to get blown around with every storm. And that is, I think, where we want to get to with this, because we want to propose nostalgia as a form of wisdom which enables you to put down very deep roots, and it is only by doing so that you can truly know who you are. The great modern lie is that you're going to know who you are by liberating yourself from your roots, liberating yourself from history, being a post-history, post-tradition person, and that's how you're going to discover your true, authentic self. This is a complete lie. And by the way, it takes a very simple mind experiment to actually work this out. Try to sit and imagine yourself without the family that brought you up, without the country in which you have been raised, without the schooling you've gone through, the books that you've read, the language that you have, the clothes that you wear, the friendships you've made. Strip yourself of everything that has brought you into existence as you, and then try to imagine who you are at the end of that process. Because I can tell you, one, I don't believe you if you think you've come up with anything. I don't think that you'll have anything left at the end of that mind experiment. And if you do, whatever that thing is, it's not you. And this is the point, that whatever you are, this is where, if you like, the postmodernists are really correct in saying that we are social constructs, right? We are social constructs insofar as what we have a certain nature. We are human beings, and that is not a product of society, but that is presupposed by society. You are a human being, but you are a human person insofar as you exist interpersonally, and being a person is being in relation. So all of the relations that make up who you are as you,
not just to other people, but to everything, in relation to the stars, in relation to the valleys and the hills, in relation to animals,
and much more immediate things, the books that are on your shelves, the school that you went to, the city that you have wandered in, you know, the architecture that has imprinted itself on your mind. All of these things have made up whatever you are as you. And if you try to liberate yourself from those things, you don't become a liberated, emancipated, authentic self. All you become is an interchangeable unit that is useful to power holders. And so late modernity's anthropology is the highway to slavery. Late modernity's anthropology is the fast road to slavery. And the very fact that we use the term nostalgia almost exclusively as a pejorative term now. When we want to discredit somebody's worldview, we say, oh, he's very nostalgic about England. He's very nostalgic about Christendom. Well, yeah, that's how you become wise, right? You become wise by inducting yourself very, very deep into the wisdom texts of your civilization, into an understanding of its history, in being able to read its landscape, read its townscapes, being able to understand its people, its habits, its customs, its hobbies. Once you have done all of that, you might be aware that what you're inducting yourself into only has a very, very stripped down existence now after the process of late modernity, and therefore this process of homecoming is a painful one, but you are nonetheless making your birthright yours. And it's unjust that it was ever taken away from you, and it's now yours. And that's a process of nostalgia.